I'm encouraged to start now. I'm seeing Lisa, I'm seeing Amira, thank you. Jeremiah, I'm seeing him. The camera is on the wall. Yes, yes. Yes, thank you. And now we can have some class, you know. When people are present, see they are here. We're going to look at something amazing today also, and okay, something amazing. As wait for some guys to join in. I'm not seeing Precious. I'm not seeing who Patrick. I'm not seeing Carl. I'm not seeing a few people that should be here. Yeah, but hopefully they're joining in. They are getting here. Hopefully they are getting here. They're getting here. Yes, you welcome Esther and Charity.
Hello.
Hello, everyone. This is Charity, your trainer yesterday. So, is everyone able to hear me well? Lisa, are you able to hear me well?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's nice to know. So, I say
You're
that
breaking.
I'm breaking.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry about that. Am I breaking on everyone else's side? right now? Am I breaking right now?
No?
No.
Okay, so it's good to have you join in for the call. And so, okay, so I see Jeremiah. Jeremiah, yesterday you joined in. I remember seeing your name towards the
Yes.
end. Not so. Was it you, Jeremiah?
Yeah, actually, you could call me Grace.
Grace. Okay. So you were Grace yesterday, or you were also using?
I was
So this
using
is
my mom.
Grace.
No.
Oh, it was you yesterday using your mom's device.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. So, and then I see Amira, then I see Jesse, I see Lisa, and I see Lynette. Okay. So it's good to have you joining in today. So yes, so I think Edward was asking you what you had learned since the beginning, right? Is there
Yeah.
anything that stands out to you so much, like what you learned? Can I have someone maybe trying to tell us if you were explaining to someone what you have learned in attending these sessions, okay? What do you think you have really like learned, something that stands out to you, so that you can say, okay, I've attended 2 sessions so far and I've learned this particular thing? Because yes, we are learning about being internet alert, but what exactly have you learned that stands out? So yes, I see Lisa's hand is up. So yes, Lisa, please tell us. So I want you to talk like you are explaining to someone who really does not know these things, because put yourself in the shoes of, okay, I did not know this, so try to explain like you are explaining to yourself when you did not know that. How would you explain to someone who doesn't know what you know? Yes, Lisa.
Okay. What has really stood out for me in this two lesson is telling the difference between real and fake websites. I'm telling the difference between the real and fake websites has stood out for me because
Uh-huh.
it's good to look at the URL, and I've had problems with that. But that stood out for me was because now I know which websites are safe and know which websites are not.
Okay, so you are saying you would look at the URLs, right?
Yes.
Yes, Lisa, but for someone who doesn't know, like, how can I just know that a website is fake just from looking at URL? Like, I do not understand. Try to explain to that person who would say that.
When you look at the URL, there has to be a padlock and there has to be the letters HTTPS in lowercase.
Yes,
And it has
HTTP.
to have correct spellings, and it shouldn't be offering you something too good to be true.
Okay, correct spellings. Yes. So could you maybe give a scenario of maybe a website that um, let's say which website can we use? Let's use a website, New Vision. Can you give a scenario of when maybe the spelling may look wrong, and yet and it's a fake website? Say yes, give an example like the New Vision website. Now, one thing you must know also, by the way, is that New Vision will obviously use a website that is called New Vision, uh, a business always uses its business name in its website. So how would you, maybe Lisa, could you give like an example of when the website, the New Vision thing could be maybe fake, like the spelling, like how maybe they can try to fake it?
Okay, they might not have HTTPS and no padlock. They might say new vision instead of new vision, as misspelled, and they might be offering you something like over $10 billion, something like that.
Yes, for nothing. Yes, so the websites, they will not go for things that may be so obvious now, like new vision. Lisa said new vision, so because you may not really see the Z, especially some fonts, with some fonts you may find that the S is the same as the Z, something like that. So for you, in your mind, you may not be able to notice that difference, so they'll go for those letters that are not so easy to tell. And also they can now, instead of putting an O, new vision, on vision, instead of putting an O, they could put a zero, and that is not going to be so obvious for some people, depending on the kinds of, there are different font styles. So they'll obviously go for a font style where you cannot notice that this is a zero and this is an O. So they know how to trick in that sense. Okay. Then yes, okay, thank you so much, Lisa, for explaining for someone who doesn't know that. Yes, then I see Amira. Amira, yes, your hand is up.
I've learned how to tell whether someone is who they are saying they are. Like if you send me a message, like saying, "Hello, I'm your cousin from Bwegere. I want to know your address so that I can come and we hang." You can actually tell that that person is fake by asking them more questions
Yes.
to know more. If they start stopping to answer, that means that they are fake.
Yes. So when these people, especially like the case of Amira, like when someone wants to know, first of all, someone would not just ask you for your personal information in just like one message. She gave an example of, hello, let's say this is your cousin Edward, and I'm requesting for your address. So those people who are scams usually know how to, they know how to type everything in one sentence, but in that one sentence they've asked you for your personal information. And sometimes they may not be so direct. Yesterday we saw an example of a message that was, so hello, I met you yesterday in the hall. Can I have your number? Maybe we could meet and talk more. So now that person, you don't know, it was, I think, something like, you are cute, kind of taking your attention away. So you may be so tempted to reply, oh, thank you, and you're like so happy with a compliment. And then what do? They go on and they ask you for the number in that very one, and then you just reply, and they have like taken your info. You just give them your information just like that. So they know how scams will definitely, most definitely, ask you for your personal information in just one message. Anyone else who has something they learned to tell us? Yes, Lisa, your hand is still up. Do you still want to say something?
Sorry.
Okay. Uh, Jeremiah, you have something to say? I see.
No.
Okay. Okay. So today, I'm not seeing Edward.
I think it's off.
Okay, so Edward is not yet here. Okay. So, oh, I see another trainer with us. Uh, could you please introduce yourself? Where's she gone? Okay, I'm now not seeing her. Yes, so uh Jeremiah, come again. Did you want to show us something?
No.
Okay. So today I'm just still trying to get the slides here. But today, the very first lesson, yes, you are learning about the websites, getting to know a real website and a fake one. Then on the second one, you are learning about who is talking to me, because the very first lesson we learned about just websites, someone can get to you and they are fake from a website, but someone can also create an account and it's a fake account. Now, that is a term, by the way, we call phishing and catfishing. So the very first one is phishing is generally, let me try to type in, let me type the spelling because there are different spellings. So there is phishing, there is phishing, then there is phishing, then there is catfishing. Now, I've typed them in the chat. So phishing, the very first one, is generally just trying to steal information from you, personal information, just generally. Now, catfishing is that one where someone goes to create an account just to steal your information. For example, on Facebook, on social media. So someone can create an account and it can even have, now, if like I'm Amira's friend, and then someone gets to know, someone who wants to scam Amira, they'll go and create an account in my name, Charity or Kyria. Then when they create an account in my name, they can now go and send a message to Amira. They're like, hey, so I met you at Code Academy, remember me? And it may mean to be tempting, because for you, you'll see, oh, Charity or Kyria, I know her, that is what we call catfishing. So, and then we also learned about how to ask, because you always have to, I talked about background checks. Now, background checks are one of the ways you can ask for advice. By doing background checks, you are able to, by doing background checks, you are able to know what exactly, to verify if the person is actually telling you the truth or not, something like that. So, and then today uh, we are going to cover spotting untrustworthy information online. So today is just generally about the information. So I see that Edward is back. So Edward, you can now take over.
You're
Thank you,
welcome,
thank you,
Edward.
Charity. Thank you, thank you. Sorry, I had some issue here. Thank you, Charity, for taking on. I've been hearing in from the background. I've been hearing in and learning a lot. Thank you. Are we guys all here?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. We are gonna get rolling. As Charity has said, we are going to spot untrustworthy information online, things that that you must not trust when you find them online in the digital space. Remember, we are becoming internet.
Alert.
Thank you. We're becoming internet alert, and we should not fall for. We should not fall for what? Hello. We should not fall for.
For fake.
These people have been attending class since Monday. Huh? We shouldn't fall for fake. Okay? All right, thank you. I think the answer came from Charity. Okay. So we're here. We want to our goals today. We are going to be able to identify, meaning we're going to have clues which indicate that a news or information source is deceptive. How do you tell that this information is deceptive? And number two, what are we going to look at? Jesse? What is our number two goal today? Lesson goal, Jesse? You guys be attentive, eh? Be attentive and be alert. Okay? I want sharp students in class who are sharp. When I call upon you, you literally have an answer for me there and then we'll get rolling, okay? Okay. What is our second lesson goal? Yes, Amira?
Analytical questions and careful observation to evaluate source credibility.
Thank you, Amira. Our lesson goal number 3, Jeremiah. Jeremiah, are you here? Okay. Can we have our videos on, guys? I need to have this interactive, but I can't. I need to know who is present and who isn't attentive, because I don't want to choose you when you're sleeping. Huh? Yes, Lisa. What is our third lesson goal today?
Understand the importance of checking a source's credibility before sharing their message.
Thank you. Yes, Precious. What's our fourth lesson goal?
Develop the habit of analyzing all news and information, not just the stories we think are suspicious.
Okay, thank you. So we by the end of this lesson, we are going to be able to identify any clues which indicate that a news or information source is deceptive. We are going to be able to learn how to use questions and carefully observe to evaluate source credibility. And also, we are going to understand the importance of checking the source's credibility before sharing their message. For example, when of recent something was sent on WhatsApp, on Twitter, saying that the president of the country was sick and rushed to hospital or in German or something, and it was fake news by an NTV post, and many people kept sharing it. Okay, but many people did not check to see whether the source of the information they are sharing is credible. Okay, so how do we avoid such things as as people who are participating in the digital world is if we check and see if the credibility of the sources of this information is really legit. Okay, and also we are going to be able to dive into and develop the habit of analyzing all information we get, not just the stories that are being said, but if we think this is suspicious, we are able to pin it out and not push it further. Okay, let's talk.
How can you
So
tell the difference between
how can you tell the difference between what's real or credible and what's fake or misleading? I want to hear some answers. How can you tell what's real or credible and what's fake or what's misleading? Any clues?
Lisa,
Yes, Lisa.
now this should be correct spellings.
You should be correct spellings. Thank you, Lisa.
one should look for things that are good to be true?
Things that are too good to be true from the story. Thank you. Someone else? Yes, Amira.
Finding something too bad to be true.
Something that is too good to be true. Yes, Jeremiah, your hand is up. Unmute.
In the email, there must be right spellings, and there on top must be an H. There must be a padlock.
Okay, thank you, Jeremiah. That is right. Okay, let's get right into it. Have you guys come across any news that is fake?
No.
On the internet?
Yes.
Can I have some examples of the news you found fake on the internet?
Telling people that they are going to send free data.
Yes, Precious? Come again?
When they
Actually,
tell people that they are going to send free data.
Yeah, free data, yes. Free data. And then when you share with your friends, and then you never get the data. Okay, that's fake news. And that's phishing. Okay, others haven't seen any fake news around the internet. Me, I give you an example. The NTV post on Twitter that was going around about the president recently, that the guy was sick and rushed to hospital. Yet he appeared on that same day in the evening, addressing people at some hotel in Uganda. That was fake news. Okay. So, can someone help me spot? Can someone help me spot something wrong with this? With this picture? You say your name and you tell us what's wrong. What's wrong with this picture? Can someone spot anything wrong? Huh? Mm-hmm. Can someone spot anything wrong here? Hello? Are we here? Can you say anything wrong?
Yes, but I cannot see anything wrong.
Lisa says she can't see anything wrong with the picture. Mm-hmm.
Also, I can't see anything wrong with the picture.
Okay, thank you, Jeremiah. Nothing wrong with the picture, Jeremiah says. Mm-hmm. Anyone? Look very keenly and tell me, is there anything wrong you see with this picture?
No.
This is who? Yes, Amira.
The robot is floating.
The robot is floating in the air. Mm-hmm. Yes, Precious.
Lisa,
Yes, Lisa.
I'm still trying to observe it.
Mm-hmm.
I think his feet are small.
I think he's
The what?
sitting.
He's sitting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
In air.
In air. Mm-hmm. Okay. What could be wrong with this picture? Hmm? Okay. Do you see something on the is it a fridge on the other side? And that shape like a light, but below it is
Yes.
seeing like an round thing.
Yes.
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 What could that be?
A
A
lamp.
shadow. Hello.
A
Excuse me.
ball.
A
Hello.
shadow.
Yes. Sorry about that. Yes. Are you seeing something there? On that cabin, there is like a lamp, but below it there is a round thing. Is that usual?
No.
That should be like a lamp, okay? And the lamp has to have something like, and then the guy is in the air, okay? So that's not usual, okay? So we are learning how to what? How to, let's first go. We are learning how to identify things that are deceptive, okay? Then this one. Can someone help me spot anything different between these two pictures? Take a look at the images below. Look carefully. Can you spot a difference between the two pictures? It's a bit harder than the other one, eh? So can you spot any difference? Take a
I
look.
can.
Mm-hmm.
I can spot a difference. In this side, there are 3 people on.
Where?
I don't know. Float. There are yellow people on the water floating, but on the other side, there are only 2 people.
The people this side floating on the water. I also can see that.
I can also
But
see
this side they are
something.
I can also see another one.
Amira sees something else that side, where she has drawn, and here there's a blue ball down, that is not, and then here it's not there. Thank you. Who else? You can draw on the screen, where you want, yes, you
How
something.
can you draw on the screen?
Precious has seen something here. Precious has seen something here. Let me see. Yeah, it's different. It's different.
How can you draw on the screen?
I'm getting feedback. Can someone mute?
How can you draw on the screen?
How can what? You
How
are,
can
you are not. Can someone tell someone how did they draw on the screen? How did Precious draw on the screen?
There's something like a
Lamir?
pencil in a circle.
a pencil in a circle?
Have you seen it?
Mm-hmm. Then there, yes, Precious. I have also seen that. The drawing, the cross is not complete this side. Mm-hmm. You guys are geniuses. You've seen all sports. Yes. Someone drew here. This guy was missing on that cabin. Mm-hmm. Even up there's something not usual. Different. Yes, Lisa has also drawn here. I've seen that. Lisa also know how to draw. Then this guy here he looks to be the, yeah, one eye, and here he has two eyes visible. Oh wow, I hadn't seen all those clues. Oh, even there, the star has someone on. This one has no someone on top. Amazing. Wow. Lisa has drawn here. Yes, I didn't even seen that. Wow, you guys are geniuses. You try to seen every, even that one. I hadn't seen that. Wow. You guys are really keen at spotting differences, and interesting fake stuff. Wow. Yes, even there, he is putting on goggles. Here he has nothing on. Wow. There. Oh. Okay. I didn't seen all that. It's amazing how you guys have been able to identify all those clues. Wow. So we have been able to tell the differences between the two images and realize they are not the same. But on the first look, Amira has seen something here. Yes, that guy is missing this side, and here is here. Thank you, Amira. I've also seen that. There's so much that you can notice if you pay keen attention. Yes, here something is on top. Here it's not. That's crazy. That's crazy. You guys are very keen. I didn't see most of the things, by the way. I'd seen a few, but you guys have seen every difference and spotted anything that wasn't right with this. So how do the people make fake stuff? They change something small, or they fail to have the entire detail, and then they bring the thing, and then you be like, this is like the other one. So when you look keen, you can spot differences. You're like, this is not it. This is something different. Well, I'm trying to find something also I can see, but you guys have finished all the differences in the picture. Wow, I can't see anything miss. Everything is like you guys have seen it. Okay, yeah. So we've been able to identify the clues in here and the differences in the pictures. That is very good. And you guys internet a lot. I like that. Okay, so can someone help me wrap this? Okay, let me erase this. We have come to my other slide. Let me first find ways of erasing you guys annotations. How do I erase annotations? I find our eraser. I'm erasing your annotations from the screen so that we can have another beta screen. Please don't annotate again. Don't annotate unless I ask you to do so. So allow me erase these ones and then we continue. Okay. Yes, now. What if someone told you where to look? Would that make it easier for you to identify the differences? Most you guys were geniuses. You literally found everything in a split second. But in the events, as some guys were showing us where to look, I realized it was easier for us to tell the difference because someone had pointed to us where to look. Okay, now, can you guys look at this very carefully? And you help me mark out the fake. When you circle what you think is what is non-trail. You can annotate. Precious has circled that. Jeremiah has used a pointer. Pointers are what? Are misleading. Let's use circling. You can circle the same place if you think it's wrong. It can always show that actually this is circled that. USA Today is fake. absnews.com.co is fake. nytimes.com. Someone is using this long thing. Don't cross into three of them. Okay, let me first try to rub the ones that have gone. That one. Let's use circling. So all that you've circled, you think is fake. Okay. nytimes.com, nbcnews.com. Someone says here that also this is fake. abcnews.go.com. Okay. So all this is fake. USA to zday.com. Someone says yeah, it's fake. And so what we're remaining with as real, it is the nbcnews.com, the bbc.com/news, and the nytimesofficial.com. Okay. You guys are saying that the rest are fake, but okay, let's see if we are right on the next slide. Were we right? Were we right? So you guys said abcnews.com.co is fake. Yes, that is true. You said abcnews-us.com is fake. Yes, that is true. WashingtonPost.com, yes, that is fake. We said that last time. abcnews.go.com isn't fake.
Yes, I'm doing
WashingtonPost.com.co is fake. Yes, we can see that. nytimes.com is not fake, but nytimesofficial.com is fake. Now, how do we tell and don't fall for this? Because this is nytimes.com and this is nytimesofficial.com. Oh, let me first, sorry. WashingtonPost.com.co is fake. We said you can't have a .com.co earlier. US today has a spelling mistake. Today is misspelled here, .com, but usatoday.com is right. bbc1.site/business/news, it's wrong. Why? Because it's not, we are going to see how do we tell that these things are wrong, apart from just thinking actually they are right. Okay, any questions?
Yes. What does .go mean?
.go. .google domain, but you can even check it out more on the internet. We are going to learn how to use the website for our searches. So let me share screen and I'll show you how to tell certain things. Yes, for example, you're going to learn how to use the site.
Hello?
Hello, I'm sorry, I was muted. Hello, can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So, how do we tell that these things are right or wrong? For example, if you get a URL that says USA Today and you want to confirm whether it's a right or wrong, how do you do it? Okay, we do a Google what? Okay, let's have someone read for us this. Let's have someone read for us this thing down here, this one down here. Can I have Lisa?
How could you check to see if a URL is How could you check to see if a URL is a real news site? One way is to do a web search for the news organization or the URL. If the organization is real, a box will appear to the right of the search results with a description of the organization, including their website address. If the URL isn't real, you will often be able to scroll down and see headlines about the site being reported as fake, or you'll find out the site isn't available anymore.
Okay, thank you, Lisa. So we are going to go and try this out live in our Google search and see how do we. We're told check USA Today. Okay. So when I do a search, I'm getting this. Are you guys able to see my screen? I'm getting this. So I'm seeing the site link is USA Today. And I'm seeing here, up here, I don't know if you guys are able to see exactly what I'm seeing, but let me first try to get a spotlight. Okay, now you're seeing here, where did it go? Okay, let me just get a spotlight again. Okay, you're seeing here, usatoday.com, that this is the right side, because when you look here, you can see the founder, the publisher, the owner, and you can see more about the site. So this box is telling us that actually the right link is called USA Today. When we go back to our PowerPoint slide, and then we check up, realize we had something like, we had usatoday.com and we had ustoday.com. Now, also you can have something like, let me annotate. You can have something like usatoday.org. Okay. Now this can also happen like this, that the spelling is right, all is okay, but it is on a different domain extension. So you're gonna find something like this still, and it will look right. So how do you tell that this is not a .org, it's a .com? When you do a Google search, right? Are we together?
Yes.
Beyond spelling, also they can interchange the domains. Okay, let's check something else. Let's check New York Times, and we see, is it from the Google search, New York Times. New York Times, we're having the side thing on the part on the side here that says that this is actually nytimes.com. Anything beyond that is fake. Okay.
Yes.
So when we go back to our notice, anything that has nytimes.official.com is non-trail. Oftentimes, when we see the word official, we think this is actually the real thing. The rest is fake. But people use that word to scam, to do
You're
fake stuff.
breaking.
So I'm breaking. Can you hear me now?
Can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
You let me know in case I'm not clear, because I don't want you guys to miss anything. So people use the word official to always scam and impersonate. For example, there was some time back people on Twitter having the official tag, something official, and people think this is the official website or account that they're dealing with, but yet it's a fake one. So people want to use that word to always appear like they are genuine, actually they are fake. Okay, so one way how to tell the difference, to dig deep and know what's wrong, is to do a Google search. Okay. Okay, now how do you tell something that is misleading? By inspecting headings. How do we inspect headings of things? Okay. So this is our heading. Okay. Can you pass with this, Amira?
Yes, sir, you are breaking.
Can you pass with this from top?
Inspecting headings. What do you imagine the story is going to say? What do you think that the shocking truth about what teachers do after school?
So you find a heading saying that the shocking truth about what teachers do after school, and that's the heading. So you want to read the story and find out what do they do after school. How shocking is it? True about what they do after school. So you like to now read the story and find out what actually these guys are doing after school. Yes, can we have Precious read for us the story here? Can we have
A recent
Precious?
state university survey of teachers found that 86% of teachers do what everyone does after work. They run errands, fix dinner, spend time with family, do household chores, and get ready for the next day. But lately, many teachers have been doing something unexpected. A decade ago, economic troubles led many states to slash education budgets. That meant years without a pay rise for teachers, unable to meet basic expenses on low salaries. Many teachers now work second jobs. In some states, teachers have even gone on strike for pay increases so they can quit second jobs and devote more time to their students.
Okay, thank you, Precious. So is the heading of the story in line with the story?
Yes.
When you read the heading, what story are you expecting? Is it this one or something different from this?
Something different from this.
Yes. And the rest is the story in line with the heading. The shocking truth about what teachers do after school. How shocking is the story? Have you been shocked by reading this?
Not at all.
Not at all.
So you guys aren't shocked. Yet the story meant to shock you, not move. So was the heading in line with the story? Because if you're not shocked, then there's nothing shocking about the story. Everyone does something else. Okay, most of do jobs. They're employed and they are doing something probably back home. Okay? How shocking has this been to you as you read the story?
Amira, it wasn't
Yes,
shocking at
Amira.
all. It wasn't shocking at all.
So what would be the heading of this story?
What teachers do at home.
Thank you, Amira. Charity. Charity.
I would say a teacher's day in the life, or I could say a teacher's day beyond office hours, something like that.
Okay, yeah, because why? Because it is not actually what they are saying it is. And
Teacher, you're breaking.
there's so much of this happening online, and they're going to tell you the attention.
Teacher, you're breaking.
Shut you off.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now you're clear.
Okay, so Edward is off. Oh, he's back.
Oh,
That's good to have you back. Yes, so as Edward shares his slides, so maybe Jesse could tell us what he would put. If you were the writer of the story, what headline would you give it? Yes, Jesse.
The headline I would put for the story is Teachers After School.
Come again, Jesse. I didn't hear you so well. What would you say? What would you put for the
I would
headline?
say I would put for the headline Teachers After School.
Okay. Yes, Edward.
Thank you, Charity. So, guys, all of you, your videos are off, eh? Okay, that is kind of you.
should we switch them on?
So, yes, of course. I don't want to look at the at black screens. I get less motivated. I want to pick motivation from seeing you guys there and you learning these things. I get encouraged to get deeper and teach you more and show you more cool stuff. Okay, thank you, Kilisa, Jesse, and Jeremiah. I can see you guys have put your videos on and a mirror. Okay, so we realize that there's nothing that has shocked us on this story, and there's so much that happens online in this kind. There are videos you find saying 10 things that are shocking about Uganda, and you watch the video, come at the end of the video, and there's nothing that shocked you. All things look like common business, right? So such things can be found online. So of course, you've answered this. Some say this wasn't as they thought it should be, and most of you said, was this misleading or accurate?
It was a
the
bit
story
misleading.
Okay.
A
Thank you,
bit.
Amira. A bit misleading. Thank you, Amira. Was this accurate or misleading?
Accurate.
Accurate. Who is this? Jeremiah. Okay, thank you. So some said a bit misleading. Some say it was accurate. Their side. So let's inspect something here. Let's inspect some things here. We're going to annotate. Okay. We are going to annotate and check out what could be real or fake. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What is wrong here? What's misleading? Someone says the monitor. Someone has circled the independent. Someone has mm-hmm. The rest is okay. Uh-huh. Someone has circled weekly world news, Amira. Uh-huh. Yes. Jema says world news daily report is also wrong. Someone says news vision is wrong. This is circles weekly world news. So I want to ask the question: How are you guys spotting this? How are you spotting this to be fake? What is the criteria you're using to determine that these are fake? Mm-hmm. Videos are off again and you're quiet. Am I audible?
Yes.
You
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Now, how are you guys telling that this is wrong, this is right?
The spellings.
The spellings. Mm-hmm. Someone said the spellings. And what else are you basing on to tell that this is wrong?
can search for them.
Mm-hmm. Who's this?
Precious.
It's Precious. You can search for them. Are you using a can you share a screen and you check out on the search some of these things with us? Are you able to?
I'm not allowed to share my screen.
Let me first unshare. I'll first unshare and then you share. You can share now. Mm-hmm. So you typed weekly world news, and what have you found? That weekly world news is there. It exists. Mm-hmm. So that is true. Search another one and we see. Search daily monitor. Mm-hmm. Okay. That is there. Mm-hmm. It is true. It is there. Mm-hmm. Search for news vision. News vision. News vision is not. none there. There is New Vision. I'm seeing New Vision. So that's wrong. And here we can't see anything about that. So that's fake. The Independent. That's real, because we are getting something here on the side, but it says UK. It's from it's from London, England. It's a British online newspaper. That is there. Thank you, Precious. You can now unshare. So we have seen how to tell that this is actually real news site or a fake one. Okay. So always we should, if it's too good to be true, do a Google search. Okay. Do a Google. I can't hear you.
Do a Google search.
Do a Google
Do a Google search. Thank you. So how can you find out if a source is real, a real news organization? We have just looked at that. And yes, who is a good reader here today? Help us read this. Lisa, help us read for us this slide.
Okay. To identify a credible organization, do a web search of the organization's name. Does the organization's name appear in places other than their own website? See what the articles say about the organization. Do they have a credible reputation?
Okay, so can you share screen again and we do a search on Code Academy Uganda? Precious, share your screen again and we check if Code Academy Uganda is a credible organization. It appears in other sources, and if it just type there Code Academy Uganda, see what comes up. Does it appear in other sources? Okay, what does Google have for us? So we have on the side here something we are introduced to the realities of technology. Scroll down. We appear at codiva.org. We appear on Facebook. Scroll down. We appear on the Scratch Studio. We appear on YouTube. Yeah. So by that you can tell that this is a credible organization. If it appears in more than one place is online. If it's just one particular thing, it may not be credible. So thank you, Precious. So they said you need to tell to see if it appears in what? In other articles on the internet. And yes, do they have a credible reputation? That is very key. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Any questions? Any
No.
questions?
No.
We continue, right? Okay. So
Yes.
okay, so Amira, help us read for us this slide.
When looking at news, ask yourself,
Amira?
does this story make sense? What is the motive and expertise of the source? Do other credible sources back up what the source says?
For example, in Uganda, we have news channels, okay? Some of those are, some answers, guys. News channels in Uganda, we have
NTV.
NTV,
NBS.
Lisa.
NBS,
Bukedde.
Bukedde, yes,
UBC.
Lisa. UBC.
UBC.
Thank you. What else? So those are some of the news
Urban.
channels we have in Uganda. Urban, I didn't know that one. Urban. Urban TV, Yes, thank you. Now, if you find
Sanyuka
thank you
TV.
for the Sanyuka. Oh, glory to God. Thank you. Now, if you find a post of news from, let me say, that is coming from, let me say, NBS, and you're not sure whether it's true, so you check with the other channels. If all are saying the same thing, meaning it is true. If one is saying so and the others are saying nothing about it, you begin to suspect the source of the news. Okay. Yes, Amira, you were reading for us.
I finished reading.
Oh, you finished. Thank you.
Yes.
Do other credible sources back up what the source says? Yes. Thank you. So what are the takeaways from today? From this class, what are the takeaways? I would like to invite Charity at this point. Charity.
Okay, so we are at takeaways. Amira, what have you learned? What's your biggest takeaway from today's lesson? Yes, Amira. Amira, what have you learned today?
Sorry, you are breaking.
Okay. What have you learned
Hello,
today?
also you're breaking.
Amira, are you now getting me?
Yes.
Yes. So, Amira, what's your biggest takeaway from today's class?
I have learned how to tell a real picture from a fake picture.
And how do you do that?
By looking carefully, you can find that there are some differences.
Okay, so you have to look carefully. That means you should have another picture to compare with, not so?
Yes.
Okay. Then Jesse, what have you learned from today's class? What have you picked? Yes, Jesse. Jesse, what's your biggest takeaway from today's class? Yes, just say you're low. I did not hear you well.
My biggest takeaway from this class is
Just what have you learned today's class? Yes, Jesse. Anything you've learned for today's class? Okay, just say I'm not hearing anything from you. Okay, let's go to Jeremiah. Jeremiah, what have you learned for today's class? What's your biggest takeaway? What's your biggest pick? What have you learned from today?
I've learned how to differentiate from a wrong picture to a real picture. And I've learned how to...
Yes, and you've learned how to? Yes, Jeremiah, why you are still talking?
I've learned to know if the news, if something is fake or not fake.
Okay. Lisa, for you, what have you picked for today's class?
I've picked differentiating different pictures.
Okay. Yes. Then Lynette, please share with us what you've learned for today's class. Yes, Lynette. Precious, what have you learned today's class? Precious, what have you learned today?
I've learned to always first, yes?
To always past what?
To always look up.
Lynette, you're
Look
breaking.
up information options before doing other things.
Okay, yes. So Precious says she has learned how to first look up information. Yes, before actually believing it. Then Lynette says, I learned how to tell if a news website is real or fake. Yes, so you will have to thank God for Google, because you can now actually go and Google sources to see whether they are real or fake. In the beginning, Teacher Edward was talking about how there is a post that was going around and it was under NTV, the news, I think a Twitter post that was going around that the president was sick and he has been flown to Germany, something like that. And those things in the... Yes, Jeremiah, are you trying to say something?
No.
Okay, so in the digital space, in the digital space, news can travel so fast. It's something they call viral. News can go so viral, and it does not matter whether it's real or fake. Information just knows how to go viral, because nowadays in the digital space, anyone can access each and anything. You just need to have the account and the news reaches to you, So that was a Twitter post. It went around moving on WhatsApp. And if it goes on WhatsApp, it will probably also be on Facebook. It will probably be also on Instagram. So it just travels regardless of whether it is real or fake. So you just have to be discerning on. That's why you need to be internet alert. Sources true, like they say. So you guys learned how to today you learned how to differentiate between a real picture and a fake picture. Now that fake post was a Twitter post, apparently from the NTV Twitter page. So would you be able to detect that this is fake and this is real? Now those pictures, now today maybe you saw the pictures that have differences and all that. But now these ones where someone is able to create a picture and it really looks like it was on someone's account, they can really mean to be so accurate. So any wise person would maybe first go before you go, because people can get excited. So, Museveni is sick and all that. So you also want to inform your friends, you go and post on your status, Museveni is sick, he has been flown. And yet when you go and check the Twitter page of NTV, nothing is there at all. So it's also like now what you are learning here, you have to first go and Google things to see whether they're actually what they mean to be true. And then Amira, I think Edward was asking about how you're able to detect a fake website, something like that. Did you say too good to be true or too bad to be true?
Actually, it can be both. It can either be too
Yeah.
good or too bad.
Give us an example of too bad
Too
to
bad
be
is
true.
saying someone's dead. Someone's dead so
Okay.
suddenly.
Okay. So Amira, you think people can't die so suddenly?
They
That can
can, but
happen.
not so fast.
Okay. Anyway, so I'll give you an example of too bad to be true. Uh, that
Damn it,
even happened
baby.
before the digital workspace. Before people became so common. So like I think some years back, maybe like around 8 or so, when I was still also in secondary school, I remember there were some papers you used to go around, and then one time, and the paper used to be like, so you go and receive something in your locker, and then the message is like, if you do not write this whole thing and send it to 100 people by midnight today, you are going to die. So someone will believe it. Then they would be there writing and writing. You're writing in your book instead of doing some other things. So you have to make sure you're distributing this thing until they reach all the 100 people. So that is something too bad to be true. Like, you're not going to die just because you didn't send a message. Then I started seeing something like that on the digital workspace. So then people would now start sending messages. Hello, my name is God. I am this. If you do not send this message to 30 people, someone in your family is going to get an accident. Now you sit there and think, honestly, will God make someone in my family get an accident just because I did not send this message to 30 people? So when I think people realize that, oh, those things are a bit fake, then there's also the era of now too good to be true. Precious had talked about how free data, now that one goes around a lot. Let me tell you, you're not going to get free data just because you've clicked somewhere and then you keep on inviting other people. Please join, please join. And that is how those things go viral. When you go, especially on WhatsApp, someone a message will come and they're like, click this for free data. And when you click that one, they're going to tell you, first send this to 30 contacts, then send it to 30 groups. Now you'll see people sending, and you feel like, don't those people honestly know? So some things are really so fake. And then also you learned about the headlines. So that what the shocking truth of what teachers do after school. So you really see many headlines like that. And this one happens a lot, even in normal newspapers and everything. Like that's why also some newspaper sources, they are not so convenient to read. So now that thing of the shocking truth teachers do after school, like maybe they should have said what teachers do after school. They didn't really have to add that word shocking. So when you go to more of like digital workspace, it's called clickbaiting. You want to create a title or a heading that is definitely going to make someone click that link because they really want to know, okay, what is that shocking thing? So this one happens a lot, a lot. It really happens a lot. Now let me tell you, things that are meant to just get your curiosity from nowhere. You're probably on a website, then you start seeing these things popping up, then they're telling you, you'll be shocked at how these people look right now. You will be, those funny things, like they are most probably, all are most probably just meant to catch your attention. And what you'll find this also in gossip blogs. People know how to write headlines that are not true, and all that. So yes, so definitely that is what we learned today. That's also what I really learned. I think teacher Edward also talked about, when you go to a news, when you go to and watch news, and then you see a headline on NBS, you have to also first see what are other channels talking about, because something that may be also, by the way, something, just because something is on TV and everyone is saying it that way, doesn't always guarantee the fact that it is always true. These people are also just reporting news, and there's a reason news comes from sources. There's a reason they say our sources tell us this, our sources tell us this, but even those sources can be wrong. So usually news is just news from a source who is also probably not the primary contact of that thing. They're also just getting it from someone else, something like that, which is why you have to be so alert in knowing these things. And or you'll just be there and you're like always tricked. It happens also a lot in news, like they're telling you something that you feel like, does it really make that much sense? And sometimes it may even make sense, but it's not even really true. So you have to be so alert in discerning. So for today, I think we've learned how you have to Google something. Then you should also be able to tell a real picture from a fake picture. But beyond that, go and find out now, like that thing of the NBS, the Twitter, the NTV Twitter fake news. You have to, so Edward is showing it. Yes. So this is the picture. This I think should have been the one going around viral. Okay. Now go to the Twitter page. Go to 20. Can we? Yes, so Edward, maybe, okay, yes. So this is the one that was going viral. Now, this picture, honestly, when you think about it, like for anyone who has ever seen Twitter and what, this picture, it feels real, but may I think one of the flags I may see is that below down there's nothing like likes, comments, what, but it can happen that someone copied out that. Then go to the next slide and we see. Now, the next slide, you see what NTV posted on their page. It says, fake news alert. Please disregard this fake news post being shared and attributed to NTV Uganda and treat it with the contempt it deserves. NTV Uganda has not shared any such information on any of its platforms. Beware of using fake social media to spread. Now, this is fake social media. So maybe this person went and opened up an account and then they decided to screenshot. That is why we're not able to see the likes, comments. Are you seeing that cutting of 4861 over there? That is why it was not there. So you always have to go back and look at official websites. If you've received something about moving around about New Vision, you should probably first go and check New Vision to see if it's true. So you guys, that is what we've definitely learned today. And thank you so much for joining in today. I know most of you guys have learned today. And if you should share what you've learned today with your siblings, your neighbors, anyone, because these things affect everyone, especially in this era of the digital space. So it's good to have you today. We are hoping to see you guys tomorrow. Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, you guys are okay.